Will you lay it all on me now? Lay it all on me now. Lay it all on me now.
And welcome to the Far North Coast Rugby Podcast. This week being Grand Final week, we'll be reviewing the games from the elimination final last weekend and the Grand Final this Friday and Saturday. Friday night in juniors, Saturday in the seniors. And of course, as usual, I have Wayne Mullane with me. How are you, buddy?
Good, thanks, Graham.
You've had another restful week, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, flat chat, mate.
No problems though. No last minute eligibilities.
No, just
no
couple.
suspensions,
couple.
no blue cards, none of those sorts of issues.
No, I haven't heard what's going on with the other one that was
Right. Okay.
appealed by the board. Haven't
Haven't had an outcome yet.
No, I didn't go down to the with this bloody chest thing I've got. I didn't want to stay out 3 nights in a row, so I didn't go down to Lennox Head last night. But I believe it was well attended
Okay.
by most clubs from the zone, and Stephen O'Brien was up. So and Ben Carroll had put a good presentation about what clubs have had, and what teams, and what everything else, and so
That was about competition structures and
Yes.
and things like that, wasn't it?
yeah. So
No, good to see a good attendance from various clubs around the
yeah,
zone.
no, it was good.
So hopefully we'll have some positive outcomes of that and a bigger and better competition next 2024.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, shall we have a look at the senior elimination finals from last weekend?
Yeah, why not?
Why not, eh? Wow, under 18s was Casuarina v Lismore City. Colts under 18s.
Yeah, and Lismore couldn't have started any more slower.
I was like,
They
guys,
were-
you're actually awake? Like, woohoo, it's
Yeah.
on now.
Both sides really, but Lismore just couldn't do anything right. Everything was wrong, you know. They dropped the ball.
Casuarina took a little while to take advantage of that, but eventually they did.
Yeah, and then Lismore started to come back. It was close in the end, but God, you got to start. You got to be on.
Yeah, the finals, yeah, that initial period can be crucial. That's certainly how it ended up. Casuarina, I thought most people said deservedly on the day, ran out the winners over Lismore City in the under 18 competition.
Yeah,
So they've gone through to the grand final against the minor premiers in Lennox Head.
yeah, face up against them again.
Yep.
See how they go.
So congratulations, Casuarina. Bad luck, Lismore City. You had a good season, but just perhaps didn't produce your best in that final. So you're eliminated, and hopefully you've enjoyed your week, and we'll come on to the grand final and support the rugby being played. So next up we had President's Cup. Richmond Range against Evans River, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, couple of early long-range penalty goals to Evans.
Yes, there was, yeah. And suddenly you're going, okay, Evans are on fire like they were the week before
Yeah,
against Lennox Head. I think the first sort of 15, 20 minutes they'd scored 21 points in the minor semi. And it looked like, okay, Evans is on fire again. Let's see how this pans out. But then sort of the tide turned a little.
yeah, it wasn't too far away at half-time, you know, but it blew out near the end a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Range managed to, score quite a few points in that last, quarter of an hour, 20 minutes, and it made the scoreline quite flattering in their favour. And in the end, again, I think most people suggested, Richmond Range deserved to get through to the grand final against Yamba at President's Cup. But they'll probably want to start a lot better this week, I would think.
Yeah, everyone needs to start. They've got to turn up. It's,
Evans River did very well making that elimination final in President's Cup. They played very well. Initially, they got their points, took their opportunities, but then Range managed to show why they were second on the table and came through with the win. So congratulations to them. Next up, we had second grade.
Yeah, that's the game you had, Graham. Yeah.
At Byron Shire Rebels, the minor premiers, who had lost the major semi, up against Wollongbar at Wollongbar, and that was a heck of a match. That was just fantastic to be out there. Very much appreciated being out there, and a very close game.
Yes, Could have gone either way.
Could have, absolutely. There's options and decisions that, from everybody involved, I think people will look back on and review. Byronshire Rebels were good enough to the start of the second half. They scored some points, got a bit of a lead, and then Wollongbar were playing catch up, and in the end just didn't quite manage to get over that line enough times. It ended up losing 2015, if I recall.
Yeah.
So the grand final in second grade will be between Casuarina Beach, who of course won the major semi, against Byronshire Rebels, the minor premiers. That will be a very interesting tussle because the major semi was 17-15, so a very, very close match. Casuarina with just that men's side in the competition there, they'll be looking to really have a good crowd support at that time of the day. Have a very good team. Byronshire Rebels, again, very good team, minor premiers, but that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, that'll be hard to call.
That will be a tough one. Next up, we had the women's 12s.
Yes, Casuarina taking on Lismore City.
Yeah.
And Lismore City weren't over impressive against Evans River with only 10 players on the paddock, 12 on 10.
Lismore City versus Evans River in the elimination final.
Yeah.
Lismore City, I don't think played their best.
No.
Would be looking for an improved performance in the grand final, but they did enough to get the win. So this weekend in the grand final will be Casuarina Beach versus.
What was the final
City.
score? 19-5 or something like that?
Yeah, it wasn't a terribly high score like some of them have been. And Evans River really stuck it to them, and
they tackled. Geez, the defence was good by them. I was watching them. They knocked down big Emily. Julie lined her up every time and took her right around the bootlaces.
Julie, this is my last season. I'm retiring.
Yeah, she's finished. She'd come and see me after the game.
Again, I was watching that game. Look, she was playing fantastic footy.
Oh yes, she certainly was.
Be a real loss to the playing field, but hopefully she'll continue on in a coaching or some other off-field.
Yeah, well, she's been helping their junior girls as well this year.
She has. Yes, we've seen each other on a Friday night a number of times. Don't tell my wife. Fantastic player, and congratulations, Julie. You've had a fantastic playing career, and hopefully we'll see you again next year in some other capacity on the off-field roles. And then we came first grade.
Yes, that was a good game as well, I thought.
That was an excellent game. Byronshire Rebels versus Casuarina Beach. Again, Byronshire Rebels were the minor premiers, but had lost the major semi against Wollongbar. Casuarina Beach were quite impressive against Casino in the minor semi. So this was always likely to be a huge tussle, and boy, did it live up to that billing. Yeah,
well, Byron got out to a lead, and they came storming home.
Casuarina Beach, pegged them back, and got themselves in front. 19-17.
About 30 seconds to go.
Basically just needed to take that kick off, get it downfield, and defend up. Unfortunately for Casuarina, they were unable to do that, gave away a penalty. Byronshire Rebels kicked that penalty, won the game 2019.
Yes, 1 point.
Yeah. So congratulations, Byronshire Rebels. You're through to the grand final against Wollongbar. Casuarina Beach, you're probably just going, wow, we were that close to getting into the grand final. Certainly put in a fantastic effort. Funnily enough, they had a player sent off with 20 minutes to go.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I only seen the send-off report come through in Rugby Explorer. I went, what the hell? Yeah, Will Patterson was marched for a lifting tackle.
Quite a number of people have suggested they played their best rugby after that. It's funny at times how that can galvanise a team.
Yeah, for sure.
And they certainly in that last 15, 20 minutes played some fantastic rugby. And had
they were the better side by far in the second half.
But Byron had got their points. They'd got enough points in front, and then took the one opportunity they had late in the game to seal the win.
I think that was their only score. The 3 points in the second half. They never scored a point other than that.
The 3 points that mattered most.
Yes.
Congratulations on your season there, Casuarina Beach. You showed you were worthy of being in that elimination final. And as I said, you probably have players and coaching staff looking back on that going, if only we'd done this or done that. So never mind, but congratulations to Byronshire Rebels to making the first grade grand final against Wollongbar. Should we go into the grand finals then?
Why not?
Why not? So that'll start with the Colts under-18s match.
Yeah, Lennox Head, minor premiers, taking on Casuarina Beach.
So a replay of the major semi, the 1v2 in that competition at the end of the competition rounds. I think everybody involved would be hoping it will be a far more even contest than the major semi.
Yes, we don't want a blowout like that. No.
Lennox Head were just incredibly impressive that day. They got almost everything right. As a coach and off-field club person watching that team, you'd just be going, this is about as good as it gets. So if they can perform that way again, they will be extremely hard to beat in the grand final. But having said that, as we've commented, Casuarina Beach played better in the elimination final, are deserved grand finalists, and have the ability to play some really good rugby.
Yes. Cole Sims has been coaching this lot for quite a while, and he's a good coach, so he might have a few tricks up his sleeve. You never know.
Be very interesting if they can defend. I saw them. I think I mentioned down at Brunswick Heads. They played in a competition round there, and at half time it was a very close score. And Casuarina had defended up, forced Lennox Head into mistakes, and Lennox Head perhaps weren't used to being under that much pressure because they've been winning quite convincingly.
Yep.
If they can manage to do that for an extended period of time, that will make this an incredibly interesting match. On the other hand, if Lennox Head can
get on a
perform at
roll
that level like they did in that major semi, they certainly would be the favourites to win that match.
Yeah, I think so.
Lennox Head, I think, deservedly would be favourites, but Casuarina Beach deserved to be there, and best of luck to both teams and both clubs. So that will be at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 10 o'clock kick-off for the Colts.
At Lyle Park, Wollongbar, same ground as we had the elimination final in. So Lennox Head v Casuarina Beach in the Colts under-18s at 10 a.m. Good luck to both teams and both clubs. And then next up will be President's Cup.
Yeah, 11:25 kick-off.
11:25 kick-off. Now that's going to be a great game. We've got 1v2 in President's Cup. Yamba v Richmond Range. They have had some really close, good matches this year. I think they've had 2 or 3 really close results. This game could go either way.
Yeah, well, Chris Williams is the Yamba captain, and he flies back in that day. So they're not sure if he'll make it. That's why he's named at number 22.
Well, I suppose it's better than flying in the next day.
And the young fullback Joel Imerson's away on holidays. So
right.
he's on a 4-month European trip or something, so he's gone.
Well, good luck to you and enjoy that. And unfortunate timing, shall I say that on behalf of Yamba Rugby Club?
Yeah, but they've named 25 players there. I have told them no floating bench. You must name the 23 before the match. And Range have got 24.
24. Okay, well maybe
Yes.
they've got an extended bench because it's President's Cup. I wonder if the competition manager will allow that.
Well,
No?
some comps do for third grade. They have 25 players.
Okay.
So if that's something President's Cup thinking of, we can up it. I believe.
For the
Yeah.
2024
Yeah, for
season,
24.
though.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that will be an extremely interesting and competitive match. Both teams have a good set piece, have good forwards and backs. We're probably going to come down to eliminating mistakes and taking opportunities and not bringing the referee into the match by performing to your best. So good luck to both clubs. Very grateful to be refereeing that match. It'll be fantastic and certainly looking forward to it. Good luck to Yamba. Good luck to Richmond Range. Hopefully you'll play your best and the crowd will thoroughly enjoy a fantastic game of rugby.
Yep, for sure.
There you go. And then next up, what do we have?
Second grade.
Second grade. So second grade is between...
Casuarina Beach and the Byron Shire Rebels.
Okay, so Byron Shire Rebels made it in 2 grades. Casuarina Beach in their Colts, their women's and in second grade.
Yep.
So second grade, we've already mentioned that major semi was 17-15 to Casuarina Beach. And indicative probably of how both teams went. Casuarina were just a little bit better on the day and deserved that win. Byron Shire Rebels made extremely hard work of their elimination final last week, but managed to get through 2015. Casuarina Beach with a week off. Does that give them an advantage, disadvantage?
Maybe a couple of niggles to get over.
Yep.
They would have still trained with first grade last week.
Yes, you think so. Yes, because first grade were in there.
I'm sure they'll be ready for it. Both sides have named quite a long bench. There's 25 for Casuarina and 26 for Byron Shire Rebels.
Maybe there's some President's Cup wannabe players in there.
Troy Dowdy from Byron Shire, he said, we've got a few injury. We're not just covering. And I said,
So
but no floating bench, remember.
Is Troy playing again?
Yeah, he's at 10.
Okay, well, good on you, Troy. You were going to have a season off and you ended up playing in another grand final. Yeah, good luck to you. That could be extremely tight.
I reckon.
game.
I reckon both President's Cup and reserve game will be tight matches.
Yeah. That will be. I think that's. Yeah, really not sure. It may depend on who can just turn up on the day, start well, take some opportunities, gets the points, and then that scoreboard pressure can cause funny things to people.
And they got Matthew Clading doing that one.
Yes, Matthew Clayton, congratulations, the second grade grand final again.
And you're doing President's Cup, Graham.
Yes. So, yeah, I mean, fantastic day. I mean, it's not just about the clubs. The referees have been putting in all year. Congratulations to all those involved in both juniors and seniors. So, yeah, Matthew Clayton there in the second grade grand final. I think, yeah, we're both saying we really not sure how that game's going to go. That could be extremely close. And good luck to both clubs. You deserve to be there. And let's make the best team win.
Yeah.
So next up would be the women's at 2:35.
That's correct.
Okay, 2:35. Casuarina Beach, the minor premiers.
Yeah.
Yep. Against Lismore City, the premiers from the 2022 season.
Yeah, correct. The only time that they beat Casuarina last year.
Right.
So Casuarina will be looking for no ambush this year. So
They might be more mentally prepared. Is that all it came down to? I don't know. Lismore City did play extremely well in last year's grand final.
yeah, they did.
Casuarina Beach, another year on, some new players, but also some players perhaps hurting a little. Maybe a little bit harder to beat this year.
Did have to lean towards them. They got a bit more speed.
Yes. Okay. But that was similar to last year as well, though?
Yeah.
Yep. Last year, Lismore City managed to control the game and therefore eliminate that extra speed that Casuarina Beach had. Casuarina Beach can control the game themselves. They certainly have the pace on any other team in that competition and can score a lot of points very quickly. Lean towards Casuarina Beach or the experience of last year's grand final winners? Which way are you going?
I think I'd lean towards Casuarina.
Yeah, I think they deserve it. They were minor premiers. They were quite impressive in that major semi. And yeah, good luck to both clubs, but we're perhaps tipping Casuarina Beach to win that one. And they have a relatively new referee to the zone refereeing that one, Evelyn George.
Yeah, Evelyn George. Yeah, Bruce Ward and Gloria Vane. So.
Okay, there we go. An experienced team there. That should be a very entertaining match. I mean, women's all year has been throwing the ball around, providing some very attractive rugby. Good luck to both teams, both clubs.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Then we're on to first grade at 3:45.
Yes.
Okay.
It's at 3:45 kick-off. Lights will be on. So let's hope for a nice day, good weather. And
Wollongbar, been in a few grand finals, know what to do. They're there yet again. Won the major semi quite impressively. Deserve to be straight into the grand final, but they're up against the minor premiers in Byron Show Rebels.
they certainly are.
They've had both clubs have had wins this year.
Yeah. And Byron are hopeful to have. I thought I'd get the blue card things today, actually, but I haven't. Haven't received anything from Byron.
Byron Show Rebels had 3 blue cards in the major semi. They need to get the paperwork back to Wayne Mullane, the competition manager, for those players to be eligible to play in the grand final. I hope for the players are feeling better, have been cleared, and if selected, will be playing.
They've selected them.
Okay, so they are selected.
Robert Taylor's named at 3.
Okay.
Dominic Tideman's named at 12.
Okay.
And Harry Simmons, I think he's on the fresh reserve on the bench.
Okay.
For first grade, I think.
Okay, so they're in the team list. We're just going to get that paperwork through so they'll be eligible to play. How are you seeing this one pan out? This is an interesting one. If Wollongbar perform like they did in that major semi, they'll be very hard to beat.
Yeah, it's going to be a different. You know, they've named a bit different team. They've got Sebastian Root starting.
Who's that?
He's on the wing for Byron.
Right.
It's whoever turns up.
Right.
You got to have that mental thing. So,
if ever there was a game where you have mental attitude and performing on the day, this could be it.
yeah, it certainly is.
Certainly, both teams have a very powerful forward pack that can perform very well at their set piece, but then just the basics of cleaning rucks, picks and drives, getting over the gain line, and both teams. But perhaps marginally more Wollongbar, their back line, if they get some space and get some quick ball, they're electric.
Yeah, well, James Vidler's back from England, so he's on one wing.
What about that other Bodie guy?
Yeah, he's back.
Okay.
They've named him on the wing
Right.
to give Sam Kerry a go at fullback.
Okay.
but they can swap around,
Right.
and they've also got Matty Neen on the bench. So
Okay.
they've got
Because Sam Carey injured his hamstring again in the major semi and went off. Be interesting to see whether he's overcome that and will be able to play. All the best to you. Similar to the little niggles and injuries that Byron Shire got in the major semi, and then of course their blue card players. Hopefully they're over those and will be able to play. Just the grand final. The players and teams have been working very hard all year to get to this grand final, and good luck to them. Byron Shire Rebels cannot be underestimated. They have performed very, very impressively at times during the year. If they get their game right, if they can get over that game line, get the go forward, play a bit of territory game, they can be very, very, very hard to stop and hard to beat. If Wollongbar can get some quick ball, if their forwards match up and get them over the gain line, they have, the 5'8" in the zone, Ben Damon, has been in outstanding form of late. He can dictate how that game is played, then Wollongbar would be very hard to beat. So, an interesting contest, and of course they have Richard Goswell refereeing it again as your second first grade in this zone.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Richard.
with Will Palmer and Pup Campbell.
There you go. We've got the team going there. They were in the elimination final last Saturday. They're back again for the grand final this Saturday. A very interesting contest. Wollongbar, of course, at Lowell Park. Wollongbar at 3:45, and yet another first grade grand final. That's interesting whether the players and the team and the club can lift themselves for another big effort to win a grand final. You'd hope they can. Byron Shire Rebels, their first year is a club. Their first year into the grand final would certainly not be wanting for the hunger of winning one. Would deserve it minor premiers, and good luck to them. They deserve to put up a great contest, and may the best team win. I'm certainly looking forward to watching that game and having a couple of lemonades on the sideline.
Lemonades?
Of course.
Yes, me too. I might have one. I could drink Sprite, you know.
Yes, that's right. Yes, Phantom maybe. Yes. So yeah, congratulations to all teams and clubs on grand final day, senior grand final day, this Saturday at Lowell Park, Wollongbar. First game at 10 o'clock, and then first grade kicking off at 3:45. Friday night, we have junior grand finals.
Yes, split venues.
Yep, number of venues around the zone.
Just two. At Lismore, we've got the under 14s, 15s, and 16s.
Okay, so the older age groups, 14s, 15s, and 16s.
Yeah, the 12s and 13s were supposed to be up at Bangalow ground, Shorts Oval.
Right.
But I got a phone call from Dave Eastwell, and they just said we're really struggling for volunteers and people to run it.
That's a shame, unable to host the grand final in those age groups.
Well, Ballina was the same. They were supposed to have the 14s, 15s, and 16s after Casino said no.
Same sorts of issues. Just lack of numbers to do all
well,
those
Casinos had
duties.
two big, with the
minor
semi and their 50th celebration. So everyone's getting burnt out. So I had to do the Ben Carroll said, "Can you ring Wollongbar? They're set up." And
because Wollongbar, of course, hosting the senior grand finals on the Saturday, they've now got a couple of junior grand finals on the Friday night.
Yeah, so under 12s and under 13s there,
Okay,
and they're both Casuarina v Lennox Head in both.
Wow, okay.
Casuarina minor premiers in the 12s and Lennox Head minor premier in the 13s. So both clubs. So
they're at Lowell Park Wollongbar at 6:30 and 7:30 for the under 12s and the under 13 grand finals.
I'd say the 7:30 might get stretched a bit. That 7:40 just didn't allow. Maybe not enough time for the presentation of the 12s beforehand for the 13s. So
Casper and Lennox Head, congratulations on making the grand final. May you play your best, and may the best team win.
And no injuries, because there's a lot of rep players in both of those teams for the country championships the following weekend in Yamba for both those age divisions. So
please be gentle.
Anyway,
I don't imagine there'll be a lot of holding back, but yes, hopefully no one will get injured. If they're selected, they'll be able to play at Yamba.
And then at Lismore, we've got the under 14s, minor premiers Wollongbar taking on Lennox Head. So Lennox Head have got 3 in straight away there. They're the biggest, strongest club in the zone at the present time, Lennox Head. Oh yeah, for sure, in the juniors.
Fantastic.
Hopefully they can get some of those players to stay through to their seniors, because the senior ranks have dwindled quite badly over the last year. So, I'm not sure how that one's going to go. I haven't seen Lennox Head play. Oh, I did earlier in the year when Wollongbar played them, and I think Wollongbar were too strong on that evening.
Okay, so under 14s, 6 o'clock at Lismore. That is Wollongbar v Lennox Head with Andrew Toomer refereeing it. Oh, sorry. Is that right? Yep.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so good luck, Andrew. Enjoy your game. It's always great to get a grand final. And then the under-15s at 7:15.
Yes, Byron Shire Rebels.
Oh wow! Okay, fantastic effort.
They were the minor premiers in the 15s.
Right. Okay,
And
so the form team.
and they defeated Ballina last week in the elimination final.
Okay.
And they take on Lismore, who defeated Wollongbar in
Ooh.
the 15s. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Byron Shire Rebels v Lismore at Lismore 7:15 in the under-15 grand final, and that has Mark Whitten refereeing it. So
Yeah,
again, congratulations, Mark.
I don't think Byron's lost too many games this year.
Right.
They might have lost. They lost one to Wollongbar, and they had to forfeit one to Evans earlier, but when they didn't have enough players one night. So that's the only two games I can remember them losing this year.
Right. Lismore playing at home, they
Yeah,
may have slide.
we tried not to have the grand finals, but that Lismore, we asked
Just the way it
Lismore to
works.
do that, and they've got one in. So,
Yep. They were able to host
well,
3 games.
yeah,
And then under-16s at 8:30.
yep. And we
Yamba
got-
v Lennox Head. That will be an incredible game.
Yeah, there's
They have been very close this year.
12-a-side comp. So, yeah, and
That
we
will
got
be fantastic.
Rob Walker flying back from Sydney that night into Ballina and having to get across there. It's 8:30 kick-off. I think he should be fine.
Right.
And he's got Lockie Durley and Will Barnes running touch there. And
Under-16 grand final. Yamba v Lennox Head. 2 very, very good teams. So, look, that will be a fantastic game, that one, if you're in Lismore on Friday night. Yeah, look
that's
for
where I
something
was going to go and watch those 3
Right.
games. But when it got split and whatever, I've been...
You're seconded to Wollongbar now?
yeah, I'm going to Wollongbar. It's earlier night anyway, so there's only 2 games.
Right.
So I can get home and then get back there. Or otherwise I could sleep there, I suppose, on the floor or
Stay at
something.
Wollongbar.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, look, congratulations on all those teams in the junior grand finals on this Friday night at either Wollongbar or Lismore. There's going to be 5 fantastic games. Of course, the age groups lower than that don't have grand finals.
No, the first past the post for under 10s
Right.
was Ballina. So
Okay.
great for Ballina, having troubled the grand finals for a long time in any junior age group. So it's great. John McMahon was the coach of that, and he's doing a good job down there. So that's good.
Ballina. Under 10 premiers, do you call them? Or
Yeah, premiers.
Yep, okay. Congratulations to Ballina.
And I've got a trophy there for him if he wants to contact me and we can give it to him to hang in the clubhouse for the year.
And then under 11s.
Lismore.
Right.
Lismore finished on top there. Tim Anderson's side. So no, it's
Oh,
good.
that's the under 11s I did a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. No, you have great bunch of young men, young women. That was fantastic game of rugby actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, congratulations to Lismore in the under 11s.
Yep.
Okay. Oh well. So we've got a couple of premiers there. Below that, of course, it's more for the joy and learning the skills. So 12s and 13s at Wollongbar, 14s, 15s and 16s at Lismore this Friday night. Junior grand finals. Good luck to all teams and may the best teams win.
Yes, and they're all being filmed, but
Ah.
not live streamed. No,
Okay.
but they'll be sent through to me, and I'll send them out to the clubs.
Okay. Mark Off Media, thank you once again. That's a
Yep.
fantastic effort. Something you don't have to do. You're doing for rugby and the growth of the sport. So thank you very much. Really much appreciated, Mark Off Media Sports.
And the kids will love it to have
Oh,
that
of course
to
they do.
they go back and have a look at. So
Fantastic effort. Okay, what else we got? Well, the zone team of the year, 1 through 23, and then coach, manager, and physio. Again, any more feedback would be great. We'll announce that team of the year next week after the grand finals.
yeah,
As expected, I would think there's some players playing in the grand final where we're tossing the coin over, so it'll be great to watch that. Zone team of the year will be next week, and next week we'll also do a bit of a preview of the World Cup, which will start next weekend. And good luck to all the countries involved.
yes,
Be very impartial there. There should be some fantastic rugby. There's some teams in great form.
and also the country championships down in Yamba the following week.
Yamba, yes, we'll touch on that next week as well. If you're down interested in junior rugby, Yamba the following week, there's going to be some fantastic rugby played. So, anything else you need to cover this week?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, we're done. Well, thank you very much for having us once again. That's the Fun Off the Coast Rugby Wrap for another week. Good luck to all teams in the grand finals.
100%. Best of luck on Friday and Saturdays, guys.
See you again next week. Thank you.